And welcome back to Roll for Story, the Temporal Tower. A couple weeks off, we're back, still surviving the heat here in the UK. And the
Are
hay
we
fever.
though?
To some extent. Let's
Are
hope your
we?
characters survive this heat as well, because the last session you did actually encounter some molten magma ropers. Although, before we get onto that, I want to briefly go over some confusing things that may have happened last session. So, the party had concluded defeating the crazed and maniacal Gemtooth that was this undead gnome being that was seemingly corrupt and leading this army of zombies to a great harvest. And you put a stop to that invasion and then began trying to figure out the source. What could have happened here? Why did this creature become so corrupt and suddenly evil? And what even rose them as undead? And all fingers seem to point towards the bizarre emanation of the emergence of that black obsidian spire in the center. And being grand pioneers and archivists and I don't know, purveyors of magic, you decided to hit it with sticks and rocks and conduct incredible science by shooting it and smacking it really hard and see what happens. And stuff did happen. Indeed, you started to figure out that when you hit it with this strange quartz, that some strange reversals began occurring. For Andy, it was like the entire world was flipped on its side, mirrored somehow. And for Llyvelin, when they struck at it, they had the same thing happen as Kesh'an, which is kind of felt all their body kind of moving, every muscle, every fiber. And then it kind of, you decided to combine that with something else. I believe you actually hit it specifically with the quartz, like stabbing into it, right? That was Eirina, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Eirina got a combination of both effects, which may confirm a couple of things, and that is somehow whatever these are, these powers are somehow connected, perhaps. They certainly didn't clash. It's more like they combined into one thing. And so you actually began seeing the inside of your own body, which was perhaps a little bit gross because you see all the muscle fibers and body, just the beating of your heart, the breathing in and out of your lungs, all working in tandem like this great machine, fleshy machine that is, just sort of this continual engine. And I can't remember exactly where you went from there. Oh yeah, it was the crystal as well. Yeah, it was a crystal that was from Terig's tower that was used to open up your minds to some extent, and whatever stress this put on this tiny little crystal, it was enough to crack it and break it. So although they worked in tandem for one brief moment, it seems like one of these powers, let's call them, overwrote the other and was too much for one to handle. With those findings, Llyvelin decided to try one last experiment. Oh yeah, and there was also some weird stuff with Grimoire. Grimoire was trying to stop Eirina from telling Llyvelin that they were somehow from an alternative universe of Midra called evermore. But Grimoire wanted to stop them from doing this. Somehow it believed it would cause more damage than good. Somehow knowing this truth would change the course of history, disrupt some sort of structure to the universe. Who knows? Either way, Grimoire wanted something to be kept. Something should be best kept a secret. How kind of Grimoire put it. And they even spoke to Eirina for the first time telepathically, which Grimoire has not been known to do up till now. They felt it clearly important enough that they somehow reached out to them. Almost berating you, Eirina, in that you were some sort of being who was supposed to bring structure, not derail it. Nonetheless, Eirina, you ignored the warnings and told Llyvelin everything you could. Up to the point where you at least lost memory after emerging from the shattered city. In any case, moving forward, Llyvelin, you then decided to, seemingly because you were on a little bit of a iffy terms with Grimoire, decided to maybe ply them for information, and you even thought about putting them into this black ichor leaking out of the spire. And they said, yeah, do it. Go ahead. And then Llyvelin, you were like, actually, no, I don't think I will. And then Grimoire was like, almost kind of felt like he had won in that exchange. And Llyvelin didn't like that, and then double backed on themselves and decided to do it anyway. Just because they couldn't tell what Grimoire wanted at this point. And at this point, Grimoire spoke to everyone's mind, not just your own, Llyvelin, and apologized on his behalf, as though this is Llyvelin's decision, not his, and that you're not going to like this, but it's going to happen anyway. At which point, you all suddenly found yourselves here. There was no flash, there was no interlude. You're just here. Back where you were supposed to be, at least several sessions ago, before a strange, unexplained retcon from earlier where we didn't have Kirstie available, and so we just sort of pumped the brakes on this particular dungeon and went to the Violet Falls. And now suddenly you're back here where you should have been before all of the Violet Falls, before that whole tangent and side adventure. And for a brief moment, Llyvelin, you were like, what's going on? I don't understand. But everyone else was very quick to just get back to the mission at hand and press on. And so that kind of fell to the wayside as just an unexplained thing. So unexplained that it blew Jamey's mind, and he too left Discord and now has returned. Okay, cool. Welcome back.
What the? They just kicked me.
You see? Just like that. Unexplainable things seem to happen. Yet nonetheless, the show must go on. So, you discovered a bridge with a strange rune. It had clearly been activated, and there was this sparking electricity striking the ground near it. And as you approached, anyone who got in proximity was zapped. So you decided to try and investigate the kind of matching puzzle and deactivate it. And as you were doing that, lurking up from below the depths of the magma-like core, some ropers attacked you. There was a cool little moment where Eirina nearly fell to their death. Llyvelin featherfalled them with like a 5th level featherfall, and Eirina used Investiture of Flames to prevent themselves from dying to lava. And then you helped them back up. And you've also solved the puzzle now, which reads, "Let the holy light of the white sun shine brightest in the darkest of shadows." The white sun being a direct reference to the Order of the White Sun, which Dalma's spirit heart belongs to, the paladin who's with you. And the whole reason he's with you is because this place is known as the Cell. It was made by the Order of the White Sun to imprison one of the Majora Arcanum. Oh, sorry, Arcanum Majora. I'll get their name right one day, but still. A very powerful, evil cabal of mages and wizards. And one of them that was usurped and defeated. Again, the tower told you in Tereg's Tower. That's confusing as well. The tower told you that some of them were more persistent and more, let's say, resistant to death. And it seems so is the case here. So otherwise, why would the Order of the White imprison them and not just kill them outright? So, and you've located this, and this is potentially where you are meant to be. So, anyway, by rearranging the puzzle in the correct order, the glyph suddenly powers down, and the arcing lightning ceases. And Eirina took a few hits for the party back there. Thankfully, her blue scale mail armor took the hits and shrugged off most of the damage. But overall, the party is quite low on resources, quite low on health, and you've still got potentially one big fight ahead of you if this individual has potentially escaped. So, back to you guys. How do you want to proceed?
Question. Well, I've got some of my magic, so I can still fight and do stuff, but I don't know about anyone else.
I have cantrips and one singular spell slot.
I'm good to go. A little beaten, but good enough.
I have plenty of magic. It's the healthy side of things. Like her hair's like standing on end where she's been electrocuted. She's looked like she's spent some time with Krag.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just get going then.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't really know
But
what to do
we
here.
should rest a little. Wait, we haven't got any hit die either, have we?
Yeah, I've got
That's the main issue.
no hit dies, one spell slot, no features.
How
Pose
pressing are
this
we here?
Pressing?
Well, there's the longer we take, the more chance he has to escape and come kill us all, or send more nasty invisible things at us.
I mean, I have a
Nice.
single potion of greater healing in an emergency. That's it.
There's one thing we could
I think I gave my last
try.
one to you.
Sinali will pull out a bit of rock or whatever that we got from the Grey Prince's altar. Just be like, Mr. Grey Prince, I know you did this once, but could you heal us again so that we're ready to deal with this thing? Worth a shot?
I don't think.
The Grey Prince.
Are you forgetting that I have healing spells?
I was trying not to use all our magic. I don't know how much you've got left.
Fair bit.
Oh. Well, I'm still
And
gonna
of course,
ask...
I've just realised she's like the healthiest in the party so far.
That's because she's been
The-
stealthing.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, greater invisibility during the fight meant nothing attacked you.
Bread.
Bread.
Just eat
yeah.
bread.
That's your
That's what makes
solution.
us so sturdy. Bread.
Is it like stale bread?
Eat
Nope.
carrots so
It's
you
like
can
one of those
see.
baguettes you leave on the side, and then 2 days later, it's like a baseball bat.
Hmm.
Eat carrots so you
Yeah.
can see in the dark. Eat bread so you can blend with the dark.
That's right.
Mm,
This is the way.
I have got options,
This
to
is
be
the way.
fair. Like, I can create an insect cloud that just remains for 10 minutes.
How's
Makes
that going
things
to heal
heavily
us?
No. I mean, like, instead of just my single spell slot, I realize I've got that, which make things heavily obscured around us if we need to get about anywhere. But then I could turn some of those insects into giant ones if we need more things on the field.
So we're saying
True.
we're ready to go in.
I'm saying I'm not completely tapped. I'm just
I
tapped to
mean,
my
if-
actual spell slots.
If the pretty bard lady could heal us some, that would help.
Okay, line up.
Line up.
Beautiful.
Whoever wants a boop, line up.
Yeah.
I don't think
part of me
that's
is
a
just
line,
thinking-
Mr. Kitty Cat.
You're right of the line now.
Yay!
I-
I'm first.
Part of me would find it hilarious if the way Andy healed us is just stuff bread into our mouths.
Just pulls a
Unfortunately-
bread roll out.
If I could kind of like enchant food to do exactly that, then yes, but I can't.
Is that how it
Um,
works?
All right, Kesh'an first. You
Make us
are
more
the
bread.
picky hitty kitty, so
Oh my god.
am I not wrong?
No, you
Oh,
can
the
change the
big
name of
kitty kid.
Kesh'an's token now. Big kitty kitty.
Picky hitty kitty.
Big kitty.
Make sure I've got the right one. Biggie hitty kitty. Bum 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 bum. Yep. Okay. So let's go.
Yes.
The biggie hitty kitty. Okay, because you are the biggie hitty kitty, let's go high.
Yay!
And she'll kind of like just go on her toes and boop your nose.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, we,
Thank
we
you.
like that.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
good.
look as though the recent there's a reason why Andy's healing so much. It is first of all, it's the buff to healing spells, right? Cure wounds upcasts really well now, but of course in universe, it's the real reason is because Andy's been learning from Tereg over these last couple of years. This is during the time skip, don't forget. And part of learning how to better heal someone is kind of integrating some element of chronomancy into it. After all, time can heal all wounds,
Damn, so true.
so they say.
Slay.
Come on, Llyvelin, you're up.
What, none
Uh,
again?
it will come in time.
Not much rhymes with Llyvelin.
No. Do, 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 do.
Let's turn it up to
Okay.
Llyvelin.
Let's see if this will be enough.
Really
Yeah.
good roll there. No,
There
that
you
was
go.
incredibly good.
You almost
Nice.
rolled as high with 4 less dice.
Yep.
What the? That's amazing. I give Andy a great big pat on the head.
You almost purrs. Right. And last but not least, the little creepy girl. Right.
She just gives you a thumbs up and a weird, creepy smile. Yeah, and I get the low roll. But actually, no, I get a higher.
You
What?
got
one
more
more.
than Llyvelin.
By 1 point.
There you go.
There were so many 1s and 2s on the screen, but I think it's because it's re-rolling 1s. Don't know why it
Like-
re-rolls 1s, but I will take it.
Eirina, you sure you're okay?
I think I can manage save your spells.
Okay.
So it is.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why. I'll take
What
it.
was Andy's like thingy that she got from the ghosty people? Didn't she get a thing?
That
Is it in the notes thing? Oh no, that's advantage on intelligence and wisdom check.
Oh,
so.
is it because she's got the healer feat?
yes.
Hehe.
Healer. Healing rerolls.
It's
Whenever you
because
roll
she's
a
become
die.
such a nurse for you all that it
Yeah.
made sense.
Yeah. I was just like, since
But we
when
did need it.
We did. Sinali will
Wow.
reach into her bag and pull out some bread for Andy. Hand it over as payment.
Wait, no, how long has she had that bread? She's a very old girl. Don't eat that.
We
And,
actually
like,
recently worked out
freezes with
how
the
old
bread
it
in her
is.
mouth when
Yeah.
Eirina says don't eat that, and then she goes still.
She's probably eaten less, to be fair, when she was on the streets.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the fresher pieces. I don't really have to eat anymore, so... But I like the taste. And the texture.
Good on you. Yes. Wait until you try my spice bread then.
I look forward to it. Spicy.
Mm.
Why do I feel
Well,
like I'm
with
going to
that-
breathe fire after doing so?
I can make
That
it hot
actually
enough,
sounds
it might happen.
That sounds fun. Now I'm imagining that's the way you cast like dragon's breath or something. Someone you just give them
Just give someone really spicy bread.
So, Andy, you know when you were chasing the silent, invisible creature, how close would you say we are to it now? And do you think we should summon the berserkers
Mm,
to help us?
You're right outside. This is
Okay.
exactly what you pictured, but except for like without the walls. Beyond, you can actually see. I think from where you're standing. Yep, you can. You remember there was this kind of vast, kind of black orb that was basically like the almost point of no return that the ribbons were sort of coming out of. Well,
Hmm.
directly in front of you.
We're basically stepping on their toes.
Would you
Yeah.
would you like the honors? Will follow your command.
I'm not very good at that kind of thing. Maybe someone who is better with that.
I mean, you just tell them to attack or defend, whichever you want to do,
Or do a jig.
or do a jig. You can, but the more for fighting.
They
Or
could be your
defending.
backup dancers.
I'm just picturing that now.
I mean, and the horn is
you
a
kn-
type of musical instrument.
thing is, you're giving all this power to Andy, and all I can think of is when Toph starts cackling and going,
I am Melon Lord.
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, she's kind of like trying to think, ooh, to have that much power.
I hand the horn of Valhalla to.
What have we done?
But I'm also picturing when they get summoned, it's like K-pop demon hunters, and it's just the Sergeant Boys
Oh
doing
my
that pose.
K-pop Valhalla
Except for
Hunters.
she plays the chicken song through the horn.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I love the idea of her summoning them, but they're basically like the Vikings from How to Train Your Dragon.
Technically, there is a type of Viking bard called the Scald.
Now these are berserkers apparently.
Well, I think in Pathfinder that the Scald may have been like a bard subclass that could do something with rage. I'm pretty sure they were like barbarians. Might be wrong.
All right. But matching that same shape, Andy, is a spherical dome just beyond the shattered doors.
Just thinking, are we on the wrong side? Should we be on that side?
Yeah, gotta go this way.
Yes.
You said the electricity stopped now, yeah?
Yep.
Did we check the side passage? Do we want to check the side
Nope.
passage?
Yeah, you haven't. You can hear.
I thought Chris
some-
was saying is in no, don't check it.
No, you haven't checked it yet. There is some chanting coming from that
Yeah.
direction.
Oh. Is the chanting familiar?
Familiar? No, not that you've ever heard. I wouldn't say.
See, whenever someone says you hear chanting, I hear the chanting like the uncle from Jackie Chan, the cartoon. I don't know if any of you guys remember this. It might be
Yes.
showing my age.
Then
That's literally what I hear in my head.
Finley just attempts to poke her head round the corner.
It's
Isn't it like Om
More-
Desao We Vow or something like that?
It's Yumo Guai Guai Fai Di Sao.
That one. Yeah. You clearly have a better memory than me.
which
Only for
in
cartoons.
this which in this instance translates to the rope reveals what the sword conceals. Struggle binds the knots tighter.
Oh no, a riddle.
The eye that closes sees the truest road. And so, Sinali, as you poke your head around the corner, you see 6 corpses have been impaled on wooden stakes, jammed into the cracks in the stone floor of this cavern. A pool of dark blood spreads at the center of this area. Strange symbols have been painted on the cavern wall, surrounding a depiction of a bundle of black roots starting inside this kind of crevasse and reaching up to a multi-pointed black star in the sky above. And there are 2 individuals here. They look to be some sort of cultists that are still painting with the blood on the wall and sort of recounting some sort of litany. We surrender the obvious path. We reject the hand that grasps. We abandon the struggle that drowns. Suspended one, invert our sight. Go ahead.
Finley just relays all this via the telepathic bond. It's like, I think there might be people here both worshipping the root, the bad Arcane and Majora people, and definitely the Hanged Man. You want to deal with them first?
You mean the inverted man? The suspended man?
Inverted, and Andy does a handstand.
I'll
They're
join you.
pink with blood on the walls.
Andy and Kesh'an, give me an acrobatics check.
It's actually a good point. Who's going to be better? I'm curious.
No, I think this might be something else.
I don't know.
You're gonna like fly to the ceiling.
Your rolls tonight.
Wow, what the heck?
Yeah.
Probably still trying to shake off those weird effects from earlier, Kesh'an, like how you felt everything in your body moving. That effect. It wasn't just one and done. It was almost like a lingering feeling that you haven't quite fully got out of your system, but it's tripping you up as you're trying to do this handstand.
I
Still pull it off.
I trip
but
him up.
You're like kind of shaky with
My
it.
tail's not quite working, so it's just flopping down and smacking me in the face.
And then Daddy just going from hand to hand.
Yeah.
I trip his hand from underneath him as well.
Wow.
Oh, can I try doing it on top of your shoulders?
Oh my god. Is this the
Just
time for
showing
a
off.
circus act?
Possibly.
Outside the bathroom.
As
it means
for
if we do a circus act one day as a backup.
We should. Next time we find a circus, we'll join it. Oh shit. Absolutely pissed. Yeah, bear with.
Do we want to
the
summon things we need to summon, or
I mean,
are we just going and hoping for the best?
I was asking if we want to deal with the cultists. 'Cause I don't know if they're going to attack us whilst we're doing stuff.
What's going on in this room, like in front of me?
Okay. So, in the room in front of you is a very large chamber. There is a cracked dome forged of some sort of metal dominating the center of this 50-foot high chamber. A black obelisk etched with silver glyphs stands in the northeast corner. That's this thing over here. But it lies, northwest corner, that's over here. But the northeast has a shattered one. And you can see it looks like a spire of twisted black metal has thrust up out of the ground near the remains of that obelisk. Torches burn in sconces along the walls to light this chamber. A darker line along one part of the dome shows where the metal of the dome has cracked to reveal a dull lead beneath it. So you'd guess this kind of metal maybe is iron, the dome itself, but there's another reinforced layer of lead underneath. But yeah, that's where the crack is. And you swear as Andy's performing this handstand, you swear you see the crack kind of almost widening. Which is bizarre because the metal would not warp like that. And yet it threatens to sort of stretch open and swallow you whole for a brief moment.
Are you helping to open the orb? Doing that?
Oh.
Is it because you're inverted?
She kind of like shrugs her shoulders, but of course, if she shrugs her shoulders, she kind of goes down and up.
Just like a push up.
Yeah, almost like that.
Are we trying to open this thing?
The question before that was, are we
Should we
dealing with the
go
cultists?
deal with
Which
the
James
cultists?
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should deal with its minions first.
Question before we do that: what is this thing? This like?
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
There is something else in the room leading from the dome. A black liquid seems to be coming from the actual dome itself in a long trench cut into the floor of the hallway to the east. You can't see much more from this angle, just that. Just a kind of runoff black liquid.
Oh man, if it's lead, I can't look through it.
Correct.
Dang it! Which means
The
my
same
ghostly
way-
gaze won't work.
The same
bet
way
if-
Andy seemed to be unable to pierce that strange orb in the astral sea.
But would there be a way to look through the crack? How big
I
is the
was-
crack?
I was thinking that, but it's like lead underneath.
Oh, it's just lead as
Ye-
well.
well,
At the moment,
potentially,
anyway.
I mean, you could try anyway, but
I mean,
you're seeing from quite a distance away, so
Get Grimoire to do
difficult
it.
to make out.
yeah. No. I don't like how things went with Grimoire and then.
So you'll
somehow-
sacrifice one of our eyes.
I'll go do it.
You only have one left, Jobella.
You've got no more left to gamble with.
He paused the game. No, that's a bad sign.
Yes, as you enter the room, you do hear flicking pages from the chamber to the east. And as you're kind of openly discussing this and walking in, you know, your footsteps do echo off the stone flooring and seems to alert this person. You hear suddenly a book close shut and footfalls begin to approach from that direction as well.
Well, that wasn't intentional.
Shit, go back, go back.
Can I?
Go back, go back. Start shoving everyone back through the doorway.
What? I'll also telepathically tell Sinali, we got somebody here. We don't know who it is. Big scary room.
Everyone's just like up against the wall.
Okay, everyone give me a stealth check there.
Yeah.
It's like some
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo nonsense.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do I do it still
God
in
damn it,
handstand?
Llyvelin.
Yes, you can if you want. Llyvelin, wow, that's rough. Everyone go.
As I try and get back and everyone's in the way, I sort of stumble over Eirina and fall to the ground. And then I have to try and like collect myself and then I bump my head into the side of the doorway and I'm like, ah. And then I trip my way
Face
past.
palms silently.
It's perhaps a little obvious after that stumbling around. That said, the rest of you are fairly well hidden behind the door frame.
Group check, yeah? Is it a group check?
Well, we'll see. They definitely heard something, and they do call out. And they say, Althoth, is that you? Are the sacrifices complete? And does anyone respond? Probably not. I'm guessing.
Yes, master.
Can I? Wait, do I know the direction it's going to? Oh, it's coming from.
What do you mean?
You said it was coming from
What
the east,
direction
didn't you?
going to what? What's
I hear the
what?
hear
The chanting
this person speaking
coming from the east.
from the east. I mean, they know someone's here, and if they don't respond, I'm gonna message them and try to speak into their heads and just tell them that, yeah,
It's just
It
your
is complete.
imagination. You're going senile.
I am a ghost of one of the sacrifices.
Let's just gaslight the BBEG.
Yes, it is complete, and things will be ready in a moment. I'll try and put on like a Thrifty Acolyte sort of voice. Well,
Even though it's a
internal,
message spell.
it's brain message anyway, but
Okay.
Does it come through as
Roll
like
a
text-to-speech?
deception check.
yeah. I mean, they know someone's
You
here
have
anyway.
one new message.
16 plus 2.
Press nose to listen.
Bizarre.
The
Very bizarre.
sacrifices
Okay.
are ready.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god. I rolled a nat 20.
Cheers.
That's unfortunate. I'm afraid there's just something about your voice that kind of obviously has thrown them off. And maybe the fact that these guys don't have message in their spell list also probably tips them off. Yeah, I don't. They don't have message. So hearing them psychically speak back to them is kind of like that's not normal, right? So they immediately kind of turn around as they were about to walk away, and then they kind of swing their head round. You see this is a cultist draped in like dark robes. They have a kind of another like flame burge in one hand and a skull cap like crown atop their head, as well as other bone like adornments on their shoulders and around their neck. Magic suddenly conjures into their palm of their hand. This kind of inverted, wispy skull congealed of like green energy begins to appear.
Anyway,
And,
so blasting.
I mean, yeah, effectively. And they turn and say, "You are not one of us. Show yourself."
One of us. One of.
And
Not
you
very
hear them.
nice.
Oh. You hear them perhaps also kind of launch this kind of green energy in the direction of the west as well, which Sinali, you kind of hear a strange burst of magic just beyond the hallway you're in, and there's like a flash of light coming from that hallway. At which point the two cultists here begin to turn their attention and make their way towards that tunnel. Their backs are turned towards you. But have you given me your stealth check yet, Sinali?
No, I wasn't sure if
Okay.
I needed one because
Yep.
where I was compared to the rest. So let me roll
Yeah.
mine.
You're peeking your head around the corner, so you're trying to remain hidden at least.
Damn it, dice.
Okay, at 8, it's as they're sort of coming out of this stupor and they cease their chanting, is when they're clearly on high alert, and as they're about to walk this direction, they do turn in your direction as well and do spot you. So, just to keep this clean, we will roll into initiative, but if you wish to try and talk first, it's always an option.
I was gonna step out because he said, "Show yourself." Hands up. One mage hand up. An actual hand.
Mage.
Well, yeah. He doesn't use the hook anymore. He's always got a mage hand in place.
Sure. Okay. So you're about to step out. I'm just going to quickly go down the line. What are you doing, Kesh'an? Staying hidden?
Yeah. I don't want to just. I missed the cue for the initiative. If you could just quickly let me know what happened.
They can hear someone, Llyvelin, try to message them to deceive them,
Yeah.
and
okay.
they clearly know it's not one of their own.
Oh, well, I did hit that. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I'll stay hidden. No
Okay.
offensive action is taken, so I'll just stay stealthed.
Yep. Alrighty. Then for you, Sinali, you're the first to sort of make contact with one of these. As they turn around, you see they have already drawn a cursed looking blade in their arm. Here's a little close up of kind of what they look like. Again, more skull like paraphernalia. There's a long tail protruding from one of them, and swept back horns, so perhaps another tiefling, and they aim the sword kind of directly towards you, Sinali. And they say, "You, your name, is it Sinali?"
Oh.
She raised an eyebrow. I mean, it is nowadays. Maybe it's always been. I lose track. I?
The Hierophant said you would be here. They said you would come.
Oh. Okay. Way to
You
ruin the
returned,
surprise, Mr. Hierophant.
You've come to witness the freeing of the hanged man.
I mean, I suppose if he gets free, I can just break him more. So, I'm okay.
You know so little about them, don't you?
True.
You
But
try to break the hanged man, you'll only break yourself.
I mean, that's possible, but I've been broken before and I always come back. And I'm stronger than ever. But I guess if you're friends with the Hierophant, then that means it's playtime.
Bloodstone would like to see you first.
I don't recognize that one. He sounds smelly.
They gesture forwards, but they don't attack you. But they seem to beckon you as they walk down that natural cave tunnel and round to the other side. And it'll be Andy's turn next.
Kirstie's just getting a drink.
Okay, we'll come back to them. You assume they're hiding. The cultist has taken cover behind the dome, and you can hear her casting some sort of spell, perhaps holding it in readiness. But I'm not gonna say what for now. We'll just move on. The other cultist you see in front of you, Sinali, also follows them around and says nothing to you. But Eirina, you'd be up next.
Okay.
In fact, I will dash with them. Yeah. You are hidden at the moment.
Yes. And Jamie's just reminded me that I still have spider climb from last session. As long as he's still concentrating on it.
Yes, he is.
So I'm going to scuttle up the wall
Okay.
and be above
Sure.
the doorway.
All right.
And then I'm going to... I'm just going to hold the Eldritch Blast for if commotion breaks out.
Uh-huh.
Could be a bad idea,
Okay.
could be a good idea, but we're going to hold it anyway.
You're holding it to try and aim it at someone in the room?
Like, if Llyvelin is going out into the room, because he's been spotted
Uh-huh.
anyway, it's essentially just to hit them before they hit him.
Okay, so you want eyes on the room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're upside down. You're poking over the door frame, the top of the door frame, and holding an Eldritch Blast. Okay. And now, Llyvelin, now you can enter the room like you wanted.
Yes, I am. I'm here because I was drawn here by the Hanged Man. May his ropes ever be taut. Looking to join the ranks.
They fold their arms, probably just sort of eyeing you up, joining us.
I mean, a powerful being such as him. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that why you're here?
Roll me a deception check, then.
Roll less than a 10. Oh?
Just
Oh.
barely. They say, who am I to refuse? If you wish to join the choir of the Inverted One, so be it. I'll humor your intrigue. They gesture towards the giant dome.
I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I'm buying time. I'll step down to the dome.
They say, we have made progress in breaching the containment, but we still require more power, more sacrifices. If you're willing to help, perhaps you could aid in this endeavor.
Have we the sacrifices at hand?
Well, that's where you come in. How much do you wish to give yourself to the Hanged Man?
Eternally and forever. I'm just
Then-
mentally saying to the rest of my party, that's the right answer, right?
My guy,
Recall-
the Hangman.
In that case, they turn to their right. And they say, Sister Essa. And you see this individual come into the room. Another cultist by the looks. Their hands are covered in blood. They're holding what looks to be a sickle staff, or just a sickle in one hand. They say, They can take you to the sacrificial altar.
Oh, out of character, all I can imagine is like the part from Scooby Doo is like, Jaggy, I'm gonna be a sacrifice.
I was looking for that gift to put in the chat. I can't even lie. I'm going to be at sacrifice. That's not a good thing.
Know that your blood, your sacrifice, will give us the strength to breach this containment. With every soul, another crack will fissure their prison. The more powerful the soul, the more we will wrench the bars asunder. And, yeah. Guess that'll be your go then, for now, Llyvelin.
Yeah. May the noose be tight.
Sinali.
Well, I guess I'll just
You're gonna follow them in? Okay. This is a sight to behold. There looks to be, unfortunately, more armored knights, not unlike Dalmas, who have been impaled here. Perhaps he wasn't the last of his kind, who also felt maybe a duty and maybe a disturbance here in the cell. They have all been killed and impaled, and it looks like a fight went down as well, because they've also sacrificed one of their own, who looks to be severely wounded before the impaling. Like they've had cuts and yeah, probably even dismemberment. They've had like limbs lopped off from probably the fight with these paladins. But they didn't let anything go to waste. The painted symbols on the wall, they are quite something to behold as well. I guess you can roll an Arcana check or History check as you look at them.
I can try. No.
Damn.
Their art is really bad.
God damn. Okay. Yeah. It's all a mess of blood, and a lot of it's kind of like wet and dripping, so it's sort of smeared a lot of the depictions. So you're not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. But other than what I mentioned in the description, and that is a depiction of a bundle of black roots starting inside a mountain and reaching up to a multi-pointed black star in the sky above. That's it.
Let's go catch them with these guys.
Okay. Come around the corner, and you will see another chamber that connects to the main one. A deep shaft opens up at the center of this obsidian-walled room. Black liquid flows in along a trench cut into the floor, spilling into the shaft and falling. Well, you can't see just from here, but I'll just let you know it's falling hundreds of feet into the darkness. A large rent where the obsidian wall at the southwest corner of the room have collapsed is where you're emerging from. So you're coming from this twisted tunnel. And you can see them just up ahead of you. They're moving into this chamber.
Guess I will use my action to dash and catch up with them.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
okay.
If you want me to go see this guy, you could at least wait, you know. You don't have to run.
She is here. And they point off. Okay. And then I'll add Dalmas to the initiative. who's right at the bottom, so it makes sense. He goes, "What are we doing here? These cultists are clearly the ones trying to free the hanged man. We shouldn't tarry in just killing them to prevent them." It is your turn, Cam.
Cool. Should I go for it?
Sacrifice.
Rice? Cool.
You could stand to gain information if you keep going along with this ploy. It's up to you, though. Dalmas is only one opinion. One who is hell-bent on justice and the destruction of evil. But if you feel like you want to gain information as a party, you could let this play out. You got Sinali, who apparently wants to be spoken to, and Llyvelin, who's could ask his own swath of questions, but up to you really at the end of the day.
You do you,
You
man.
always get information after you kick their ass as well. But really, when you kind of more to discuss as a party what you're planning to do. You after all, you have telepathic bond still active anyway, so you should be able to
My
do
plan
it
was
both
got
in game
found
and
out.
out of game.
My plan was literally I got found out. Hiding would not have benefited me
Yeah.
or the party. Yeah. If none of us had come out, they would have suspected worse. One person
I'm
hiding
just thinking, good distraction, Llyvelin. We can then go sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah. I'm going. Can I use an action to throw over my robe of shadows? Because it's not an attunement item.
Yeah, I assume you've got it on you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'll equip that.
Okay.
And
As long as you're standing still, you blend into the shadows, right?
yeah, I become invisible for 1 minute in. Sorry, if I haven't moved for 1 minute. Then in dim light and shadow, I become invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And also, attacks apparently have disadvantage against me. Does that stack? No.
That's just
It's-
part of like being invisible, basically.
Here's a thought, because Dalmas is the one attuned to it. If the
Mhm.
Hierophant Bloodstone or whatever disappears and we're taken into a different chamber, he has the wand of mending. Maybe he can mend the orb with the cracks in it. I don't know.
The dome, you mean?
The dome, yeah. Fix
Uh-huh.
the dome.
Okay.
It's not
He
cracked.
could.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got it on him. Still have that.
And it'll take more sacrifice to break it open.
Sorry,
Okay.
just for my
Then-
turn, by the way, I'm gonna be just keeping an eye down this way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. The cultist of the hangman leads you, Sinali, into the chamber, and they approach the other cultist. Bloodstone is their name, and they say, "We have found someone you will want to speak to, Bloodstone. It is Sinali. She has returned, just as the Hierophant said they would." Bloodstone turns and says, "Ah, excellent. Please, come. We have much to discuss. You're somewhat of a local legend, shall we put it?
I
The High
suppose
Priestess
I'm
has
that
told
old.
me. The High Priestess has told me much about you."
As soon as she steps into the room, Llyvelin goes, "Oh God, dead girl. She part of the plan?"
Maybe. Other than that,
Old elf.
the old elf.
I'm not that old.
Oh no. Okay, so I'll just pass it to Andy. What are you doing, real quick? Are you still hiding? Are you sneaking off? Or are you waiting for an opportunity?
I think she'd wait for an opportunity, so I think she'd still stay hidden. She's just gonna kind of like come over here, so she's closer by.
Okay.
But she's not gonna go in quite yet. Kind of like grumbling a little bit because she's giving all this help to Llyvelin, and now he's gonna go and get himself sacrificed. But we
very
did a
true.
decent spell on him.
I am
But
not gonna get sacrificed.
But yeah, yeah. What she'll probably do is that she'll have like her daggers in her hands ready, kind of like under her cloak, just so she's got them. But otherwise, she's just kind of like, she wants to see how this plays out. And of course, she's almost got, from this position, she can see, she can't see in the room, but she can hear what's going on in the room. But she can also keep an eye on Kesh'an in case he signals that he needs backup that way. So.
Okay. Gotcha. So it'll be, you're waiting for an opportunity. Bloodstone gets to then speak to Sinali then, I guess. Step forth, child. Do not be afraid. And they say, "Oh, you, not your turn yet, Llyvelin," but they're talking to Sinali. They'll just say, "We heard about the reckoning you caused against the tower."
Yeah. That was fun.
Most impressive. We've always been wondering whether their experiments would prove successful. I guess they didn't realize it at the time, but they were more successful than they realized. They were trying to unlock the secrets of this obsidian that you hold, you see. They were just going about it the wrong way. Much of them involved trying to use it as material components or combining it with other magic. But transmutation couldn't change it. Evocation couldn't damage it. But you somehow became a host for it.
Maybe? Is that how it worked? You seem to have a connection to it.
From the reports, from the aftermath, what else could it be? The High Priestess believes you are special in some way. That you hold a key. A key to unlocking the true potential. And they look towards their right. Or sorry, to their left, which is your right, towards this Grendel root. To unlocking the Grendel root's power. In its much more raw form. So you understand We are trying to work together, perhaps. We could be helping you further your power. And if you recall something that the tower said,
My power's impossible?
yes, that. But in what they said as a kind of a deal.
I remember the exact words now. What did he say?
Well, they promised that they would help you, kind of give the location of this place and the names and potential more locations as well of other ones like the Hierophant, the priestess. That in return they would get to basically observe your power, witness it, and possibly even kind of nurture it to see where it goes. They wanted to understand how your power worked, how it was possible. And it's of a similar, it's got similar strokes to what this one is saying right here. They don't want to fight you. They want to help you unlock your true potential. But it sounds like they want to be the ones to do it, maybe. And they don't seem to show much remorse for the tower either.
He wasn't a very nice guy, so... He had a weird beard.
So what say you? Help us, help you. Help us.
Well, you seem to be worshipping or revering or trying to break out the Hanged Man, and he tried to kill me earlier. So I don't particularly like him. I don't particularly like the Hierophant either. The others I've not met yet. But... I suppose maybe if I got to break the Hierophant and the Hanged Man and send them to join the tower, I'd be okay with working with you, maybe? A little? Depending on what it involves.
You seek vengeance. Then I'm sure that might be arranged. At which point you see some of the other cultists like turn their head sharply towards Bloodstone. What are you saying? We don't betray the Hierophant. And you hear the priestess here saying, this is in aid of the Arcanum Majora's goals, is it not? This is what they would want. And in regards to killing is not necessarily going to remove them from the picture. As you can see, she kind of taps her blade to the cold iron. Some of them are harder to remove entirely.
Yeah, but I've done the impossible a few times. I mean, that's what my power is, right? So maybe I'm the one who can kill them forever. Maybe that's why they want me on their side, because I'm a danger.
I had not considered that possibility, but I think your power is still yet fully understood.
That's true.
I think the allure of the unknown is truly what drives them, not of fear.
suppose as Sinali's considering this and weighing up the options, based on like the source of her power to some extent that we've discussed, is there sort of any feeling she gets like with like her powers, like that might
You want
suggest
a motive from your power?
possibly?
Is that what you're asking? Is there a
Like,
motive of your
or
power?
is like almost like when like Eirina gets like candlewicks, like hot and cold sort of thing. But I guess as I'm contemplating doing stuff with this, does my power react in any way? Because it might, technically.
How do you picture that happening? How do you picture your power sending and receiving some form of communication or feeling or motive? What does that even look like?
I mean, perhaps as Sinali is saying these words, if it doesn't want me to say them, perhaps like almost like black tears sort of come out of the eye to almost cover the mouth to prevent her talking, or something like that, as the initial thing that comes to mind. Or maybe her shadow is doing something strange, because a lot of her power seemed to come from her shadow.
That's true. Black ichor coming from the eyes, that's reminiscent of one of the first individuals you met in Star Song Tower, is it not? Is that where you're drawing inspiration from, or?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just sort of imagining weirdly, I'm almost imagining that scene in the Doctor Strange film where it's like all they have to do is say a word, and then it's like, but with what mouth? And the mouth is just sealed up.
Oh,
like
right,
black ichor sort of thing.
It's also like the Matrix. Like,
yeah,
what use would a phone call be when you don't have a mouth
to
speak?
exactly.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you're saying like where there was none before, there's suddenly black ichor sort of running down your eyes, as well as
particularly from the eye that she keeps closed, because that's sort of the
right
portal to her power, I suppose, to some extent.
Precisely, yeah.
I
Well,
suppose the crystal she used to focus could do something. That'd be another option.
that is true. That is an option. But it seems as though, from everything you've seen so far up to now, this black ichor it somehow emerges from that crystal as well, right? You've seen the cut on that spire in the Violet Falls. You've also seen that same black ichor come from another Grendel route in Sarsong Tower. And now you're also seeing it run out of this dome, and it's running directly past you. And when your eye begins to bleed, you start to see the ichor as well. Sort of like it's bleeding as well, but it's almost like gravity has been reversed, and you start to see it seeping up from the floor and dripping towards the ceiling.
Huh. That's new.
And are you standing directly over this kind of trench?
I guess.
Or are you?
There's not
Okay.
a lot of room for the
No,
edges,
there isn't,
really.
I guess. No, okay. I was just asking if you do, and you are, then some of that black ichor will contact you as well. However, unlike when Eirina touched it and they sort of suffered, I think, necrotic damage, this doesn't seem to injure you. But I will ask you to roll another d20.
What am I gonna get this time? 4.
Okay. This immediately sort of flows up and kind of basically lands on the underside of your chin where you're kind of standing. Some of the drips land on that, and then they run up over your chin across your lip, and some of it enters into your mouth where you are suddenly fully aware of the taste. The taste of this ichor is, well, it's almost anything you can imagine. It's hitting what feels like every damn taste bud in your mouth, like it's all coming alive at once. Every flavor, every kind of texture as well is hitting at exactly the same time. It's overwhelming. It's both sweet, sour, bitter, all of that. And it's fighting to sort of settle on one particular taste. And there's also the textures. It's like cold, hot. It tastes like fabric, and then hard like metal and smooth. To suddenly rough and coarse, like you're licking a rock. Maybe you can roll an insight check at this point.
Yep, I'm. Similarly, just confused. Why am I tasting things? 14?
Mm-hmm. Depending on your understanding of what it is so far up till this point. I mean, you've been told explicitly some things, but other things have been left incredibly vague. What do you think is happening here?
It seems to be reacting somewhat negatively, like almost like it's trying to, or maybe it's interesting because when she obviously activates her powers for it, it's almost like more of a manifestation of some of that like black ichor to some extent. So is it urging her to use her powers, or trying to like enhance her so she can use her powers, perhaps? Or is it trying to basically stop her talking because it's covered the mouth? I mean,
it's more running into your mouth, less it's covering.
It was cycling through different tastes. Did it eventually settle on one particular one? Sorry?
No, it isn't. It is perhaps instead demonstrating that it can be of any taste.
It almost suggests like a curiosity, like it could be anything.
Like it's showing its potential.
Yeah. Maybe it wants me to find out more about its potential, so playing along might be the way forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got some ideas there, I think.
All right. So, where were we? Eirina's still waiting. You have got an open shot on one of these guys, but they haven't done anything untowards yet. Llyvelin, what are you doing?
Depends if I'm being directed into sacrifice room.
You were.
I guess I'm moving closer to Sinali. And
Oh, okay.
as I'm moving towards that way, and Sinali's there, I'm like, all right, what's the plan? They're ready to attack whenever. But what's the plan in here?
This all telepathically play along, and then once we know what we need to know, then we break them like the pathetic toys they are.
Sounds good. Well, I will move my 30 feet, but it would be very weird if I suddenly started dashing.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I move my 30 feet and start walking towards where I was guided to.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, Sinali.
Playing along.
You can also hear the splatter from the ceiling behind you. A massive chunk of this stuff, because it's been going down this trench and down this 100-foot
Yeah.
shaft. The whole shaft has basically been inverted and has congealed and amassed into a massive pile on the ceiling behind you as well.
Then, realizing that before I move, Sinali just takes a step back and just sort of looks up at it. Okay. Are you saying I need to walk on the ceiling?
You see it writhing and bubbling away, and it does seem to start forming into these smaller pseudopods as well, as though it is trying to form into a shape, but it is still formless and yet molded.
That's new. They want to talk, but you seem to want something too. So let's give this a go. And Sinali will just reach out a hand towards it, see how it reacts.
Okay. Is this your attempt to sort of make contact?
Yeah, I suppose. Like almost try to communicate with it, because it seems like the Ica wants something.
Uh-huh.
Or what that is. She's not quite sure.
Your uncertainty is also met with the same trepidation, as though one of the pseudopod carefully goes to reach your hand, and it seems to almost mimic your gesture, but it does it in such a weird alien-like way. The appendage is it's trying to replicate that of a joint in your elbow, but it's at an odd angle, and there's too many elbows. There's something wrong with it. The hand that stretches out, the digits are all different lengths with too many joints, and it starts to form like a cage around your own hand. And suddenly you get a flavor in your tongue. Funnily enough, it is quite kind of a nutty, oaty undertone. There's quite a hearty taste to it as well, and the texture is kind of like this crispy exterior with a kind of a softer, more crumbly interior. And maybe you've had this flavor before, but it's very savory. You can even taste a little bit of spicy, like almost meat in there as well. It's a umami flavor.
Yeah, Sinali just sort of looks at the appendage, just like, are you telling me to eat you because you You're making me taste nice things.
You
And Sinali will extend her tongue and lick the appendage.
That's so bizarre. This is the weirdest thing. Okay, last session I thought like throwing rocks at stuff and shooting it was weird. This is just a whole new level of discovery. Okay, so you lick this
Taste seems
mouth.
to be the thing at the moment.
Uh-huh. You lick this malformed, oozing substance, and it tastes just like that peppery onion nutmeg flavor. It's a very weird balance between it all, but it's got a chewy, grainy substance to it. That kind of falls apart in your mouth, like that crumbly texture. And it is the same texture and flavor as something you can't put your mind to it. Maybe roll an intelligence check. I don't know if you've ever had this as Sinali. It's the thing.
I'm
You
not
were
sure
very
I've ever
young
had
when.
this in real life.
Oh, some of you have, absolutely. Kind of like these warm spices,
15?
15? Okay. Tastes like black pudding.
Oh. Huh.
Because this
How?
is exactly what you have somehow conjured as well.
Yeah. Well, you taste nice. Not something I'd normally. Actually, no way. It's Sinali. Nowadays, probably would. Do you want to come with me and see the other people? They seem interested in my powers, which seem to have made you somehow.
Make me a persuasion check, Sinali.
N.
It doesn't seem to understand what you're asking. As though it doesn't have any ears with which to hear, any brain with which to function. It is just this congealed mass of strange flavored liquid gunk. It is amorphous. It is
as
something
it's
that
sort-
has clearly just come into being.
As it's sort of looping around. Sorry, my mind just went to other things that this could be related to. Now that I've just summoned essentially an ooze, and now, maybe that's me reading too much into things. So because it's sort of wrapped around Sinali's arm as she was trying to touch it, she'll just start walking back this way, and hope that it comes with her.
It stretches at first. As you walk into the room, everyone who's peeking in sees this long, black, congealed appendage sort of stretching out down the hallway. The cultists look both horrified and at the same time in awe. As they're like, what?
Made a friend. I think. Maybe literally made a friend.
Literally made a friend. Yeah. This thing continues to sort of stretch, and it's not peeled off the ceiling entirely yet, but you can see where it's straining against its form as you're still pulling it and stretching it out that far.
I just realised why it's not measuring movement as much as I was expecting. Is because we've not actually started the initiative.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, that's fine. So so I move 5 feet that way, then like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got a couple more movement. I'm gonna move to like.
Your powers, have they evolved? Have you managed to learn more since your encounter with the tower?
Oh, I've learned quite a few things since then, but some of them I need a long nap to be able to use. Because I've had to fight a few things on the way to get here, and some of them were really mean. One of them tried to drop me off a cliff. Then there was the lightning outside. That wasn't nice.
You've likely been through a lot. We are still eager to free the hanged man, but it has proven difficult. The books here seem to hint at some key that only the Order of the White Sun knew. Unfortunately, we couldn't extract them from their tortured tongues. So we used their souls as energy to try and crack the seal.
Have you tried painting your lips gold and giving it a really big kiss? Because I heard that they had on my journeys, they had a sword called Gold Kiss, so maybe you need to golden kiss this. Break it. Maybe that's the key.
Yes. For as childlike as your mind may be, there was scriptures. There was something about the mention of a gold kiss. She begins to sort of go off in that direction, perhaps. But Dalmas hears this, and he's like looking to you, Eirina and Andy, and it's like, that must be the code word. That must be the signal. Let's go in and kill them.
No, let her work.
And Sinali will... Was he part of the telepathic bond, Delmus? I can't remember when Llyvelin recast it.
We all are.
Yeah.
So Sinali will just say to Delmus in the head, I know you're probably getting quite antsy, but I think we might find out a lot. If you want to do something, I think in that side corridor, you might find some of your friends who might need some prayers.
Right. Well, then he will dash off in this direction, past you, Big Kitty Hitty. Kitty. Do you follow them in? Because he's about to witness horror.
Yeah, I'll follow.
He emerges into this chamber of desecration. The sacrificial altar contains the impaled corpses of many of his order. The ones that were perhaps descendants. But it seems like Dalmas maybe even recognizes a few of them. No. No. Orim. Jesse. Willowborn and that's brother Uthal. They've been murdered. These were the last of my order. They must have been here and protecting the cell. He begins to draw his sword.
Yeah, I understand that you want to take vengeance. However, we need information from out of them. Once they're dealt with, then we can deal with the dead, and we can give them a proper service. However, you need to maintain yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself.
This injustice will not stand for much longer.
And
you better give me a charisma persuasion check, because he is riled up right now. You can sense his righteous fury about to boil over.
Getting my characters mixed up.
What'd you get?
Ooh, 17.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, he doesn't draw the blade fully, but you can see he's like holding it with a white knuckle grip and says, "You had better make your words quick."
I'll place a hand on his shoulder and give him a nod. Why not prepare to move them? We'll go deal with them.
Yes. Yes. He sheaths his sword fully and then goes over towards their bodies to inspect them and potentially start like removing them from the spikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we say it was part of the telepathic bond? I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just going to say over it. How are we looking?
I made a friend. It's silly.
Definitely shouldn't be
Yeah.
making friends right now.
You can see the friend
we-
that Sinali made is this
Oh.
bizarre congealed black blood that has formed into this thing and it's on the ceiling, by the way, as well. And it's just being stretched out towards the chamber that Sinali's in. You can see it's attached to her arm.
Do you need help there, Sinali?
No, they seem nice and they taste nice.
Okay, don't eat them.
I mean,
Don't know where it's
they
been.
They kind of float into my mouth and then.
Yes, because eating a black pudding has unusual results.
Question mark. That is it.
No. It does.
Oh, you heard it here then.
So, what's the plan?
Me and Llyvelin try to talk to these people and find out more and maybe distract them whilst you guys get into better positions? Or try to stop the hanged man escaping?
Very
Okay.
well.
And maybe Dalmas should keep his sword as far away from the hanged man as possible, as it might be a key to opening it. Which was a joke from me, but may actually be a thing.
Okay. Then, if everyone else is also on board with that plan, I'll just keep going with Llyvelin and Sinali for the time being, as everyone else is waiting in the wings. Okay, Sinali, Llyvelin, what do you want to ask them or say to them?
So, I mean, I met a few of the people before. Like, I met the Hierophant, and I don't like him. I've heard of the Hanged Man, and you've mentioned the High Priestess. Who are the other ones? Because I know there's a few.
The Arcanum Majora?
Yes.
Oh, yes. There are still many of us. The Order of the White Sun thought they had vanquished everyone, but some of us still remain. Those who have conquered death, shall we say. Like death itself. Then there's the Hermit, Judgment, Justice, among others. Why are you so curious?
Well, if I'm gonna work with you, I should probably know the people I'm gonna be working with, right? At least their names. I'm not just gonna go. I mean, I don't even know your name, points to the person in the skull mask next to me. Am I just going to call you Horny Skull Man?
No, that is... I said his name before. Ulthal?
I was just thinking that sounded terrible for a different reason.
Yeah, and am I just to be serving the hangman, or am I serving all of them?
1 second. Do you want the name? Yeah, Ulthoth was their name. That is
Okay.
Ulthoth. This is Sister Ressa, and I am Bloodstone.
Well, you know my name, and looks to Llyvelin. And this one, no matter what his name is, I'm gonna call him Pirate McPoopy Pants.
This one might be able to aid us in unbreaking the final seal, if their soul is worthy enough. And if you're asking, you serve one, do you serve all? Each one operates independently. They are their own agents, shall we say.
How does the hangman serve other than with ropes?
How do they serve?
Who do you serve?
What purpose, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm afraid the Hanged Man was clearly bested. We're not sure how much use they can really be. But they've had a long time to perhaps think. And they
Well-
say if they haven't gone mad, that is. The other one says
Wait.
the Hanged Man is one who will educate us.
Wait, so you're telling me that I could be sacrificing myself to the hangman and he might not even be worth it?
He
Yeah.
is worthy.
Can I not
You hear
sacrifice
Ulthoth
myself
say.
to one of the others?
The Hanged Man needs your aid here and now. Is your allegiance so fragile that you would just turn after making your entire journey here?
No, you're right. Just, the one in charge is kind of making
In
doubts about
charge?
this. Bloodstone.
What makes you think she's in charge?
They look the scariest and more prominent one. Is she not in charge?
It's true, I have been giving the orders here. I'm much more knowledgeable on the whole subject. And you hear Ulthoth
See?
say, no, she serves a Hierophant. I served the Hanged Man. But we're no higher than one another.
They are making it out like they're the ones in charge.
You
Elsie.
see, they are clearly getting a little perturbed by this line. It says, it matters not. The Hanged Man needs our help.
But somebody has
And
to
for
take
you,
charge.
giving in, sacrificing, is the way to awaken them. You must give in. It is their doctrine. The answer is not to fight against your prison. It is to accept it.
Or is it this way? the way I'm going?
Yes. Though there seems to be a sort of creature I've never seen before, animated from the black ichor.
Do we
I do
we
not
need-
know how you are doing this, but it is clear that Sinali has more control than what they realize. And yeah, you see this trail of black ichor still still raining onto the ceiling. So if you're standing over the gutter there, Llyvelin, you're
I throw
actually
up
in the
into
direct
gutter.
path of it. You what?
I throw up into the gutter.
On demand?
It is ooze, and I have that thing
Oh,
about ooze and
okay.
acid. I
Okay,
full on just throw up
true.
into the gutter.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, in that case, yeah. Llyvelin just pukes up their guts as they feel an immense revulsion towards ooze-like things. And yeah, this is for sure a full-on created ooze by Sinali. And Sinali, I hate to say it, because you are under the
Oh
effects of
no.
extreme
I
taste.
taste
Yeah,
it, don't I?
yeah, you taste the puke of Llyvelin right in the back of your mouth. As it comes into contact with the black eagle, it's like it runs down a channel through the ooze, down the thing that's connected to your arm, and you feel that taste full force. So it goes from a delicious black pudding to just revolting bile and stomach acid.
Oh god.
The urge to use this as a way to accidentally cast acid splash and hit Llyvelin with it. That's a proper response. But no,
Oh.
I will resist.
That
This
also it's also affected by acid, so I would then throw up again.
oh god, yeah, that's getting worse.
Or I could go
Sinali,
poison spray.
oh Jesus! On top of this, it's completely replaced the taste of black pudding, and it is now a burning sensation on your mouth and on your arm, as though Llyvelin's puke has somehow reconstituted the being itself, turning it into an acidic monstrosity. Like
Oh my
it
god.
is a full-on, all in terms and purposes, a D&D black pudding now. It is a dissolving pseudopod ooze.
Okay, I'm renaming you. You're now Pirate McPukey Pants. Not Poopy.
I step out to the hallway. So I'm no longer looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. Horrible.
Finley just sort of stares at the channel and it's like, go back to the nice taste. Just sort of stares at it, almost trying to will it to turn back.
It can't, whilst this puke is seemingly mixed in with the gutter and is diluting it. And
I think I have a way to get rid of that. I was just looking through my spells, seeing if I had like a.
what you could do though is pull yourself away before it does do say damage to your arm, because you can hear it sizzling on the ceiling. And
Yes, Sinley will move away. Like, you made it hurty.
Oh my god. I can help. I can throw the dank tea that I've still got hold of.
Don't make Sinley high.
So, because it's on your arm and you've kind of been pulling this thing and it's been stretched across, how are you getting it off of your arm? Just like.
Let me just think.
I mean, I can prestidigitate your arm.
It would be within range, so Sinley's just gonna send tiny little shadows at it as she tries to basically drive it away with infestation.
Infestation, okay.
Because that causes it to move. So...
To move, yeah, in a random direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping that will cause it to break.
It fails to save. Yeah, and it will, I guess, move in a random direction, and you see which direction it's going in, and move in the opposite, and break yourself free of this long tendril-like, ooze-like creature. As you harm it as well and kind of reject it, you see all of it suddenly fall, as though that connection to your form was holding it in this kind of weird stasis, and it just drops to the floor and splatters.
Oh.
Which is odd.
Finally just points at Llyvelin and it's just like, that one threw up in the black stuff and made my friend taste weird, and now he's gone. Don't like him.
Uh
At least I'm assuming gone. Oh no, it's rolling into combat.
huh. No, it's disconnected from you, and you were the only thing really keeping it. How do I say?
Under control.
Docile. Yeah, under control, and it now seems to start to lash out, and you're the first to see it, Kesh'an. This creature is throwing its pseudopods in every different direction. It looks dangerously unstable.
Dangerously unstable, like it's going to pop.
Yep. Like it's about to swing its pseudopods at someone, whoever's nearby.
Okay, well, I'll just sling back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Am I going to begin combat? Because it is an actual threat right now.
Oh, okay. Well, in
Um,
that case. How high up am I on this ledge, or is it same level?
Same level.
Same level. Cool. Cute. Well, I will stay at a distance because I am not the silly.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
I am going to use something. In fact, no. I'm going to stay at the corner, and I'm going to yeet my returning chakram at it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Alrighty.
Now, here's the question.
Elaborate.
Con save?
Yep. For what?
Stunning
what?
strike, of course.
Oh. It has to be a melee weapon attack, doesn't it?
Yeah,
wait.
it's a ranged melee weapon attack.
Can't be melee. It's ranged.
No, it's monk weapon. Monk weapon or a melee attack. Remember, we found this out last session.
Was it? Okay. Hold on.
I can put it
The
in
monk
chat.
weapon. Yeah. No, you're right. The monk weapon or an unarmed strike. Okay, then spend a key and and then you can target it, and you can roll. So you can click something straight. There you go. Okay, con save.
Yeah, passed.
Got an 18, so I think it's probably good.
Pretty sure that succeeds.
But it does still. You still have advantage on your next attack against it.
Yep, in which I do.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Then
Let me go with this. Let's go with this music. There we go.
Gonna pull back and just hunker down.
14 damage. Slashing damage? How to tell you this? Okay. Well, as your chakram slices through this creature, you see it split down the middle, and two separate oozes now flop to either side. Have
Was
you
that
learned
after-
nothing? That was
wait,
the first cut.
It doesn't actually like split into two separate forms.
There are now two black puddings. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's just a Hydra.
Yeah, it's a Hydra.
And then the second hit.
If that happened on the first one, I would not do the second.
It does.
hit.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. The
You go
second
to
one
do
you
it
just
and you
sort
kind of like hold back at the last minute.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Sure.
If I could,
Roll this one on as well.
if I could replace it with a zippity yip at 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So it would be I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same.
It's the same damage, yeah, because you're a monk. So I'll just take the 14 and apply it to this one then.
Thank you.
Bludgeoning damage
It would be bludgeoning.
works. Yeah, that's fine. That seems to leave a good dent
Cool.
on this creature.
And I'll scream down my psychic net. Don't fucking slice it! There's no
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, Andy, no.
Hmm.
But they slice and dice.
Piercing damage should be fine though, so your bow should do work. I hope.
Ulthoth is gonna just pauses going for a second and says he's just observing it right now. Interesting. It reacted with the acid. What, you say you created this thing?
Somehow, yes.
It's like whatever it is, it's new into this world. If it is fresh, then it has little concept of friend or foe.
Yeah.
And right now, it might likely see everyone as foe. And so they will back away. Get your powers under control.
I'll
Andy.
try.
The rest of your party are in combat with black puddings now.
Mm-hmm.
The acidic kind.
Well,
The other cultists don't even know you're there yet. That's the other thing. But you could go around if you don't want to reveal yourself. It's up to you.
that's what I'm just trying to think. Because of course she herself cannot see. She cannot see anyone from where she is. But she heard Kesh'an saying about not cutting them or something. So she's like, he must have found something. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like go, bye, Eirina.
Okay. Back around. You can dash as a bonus.
Yeah.
And get another 30. And you can probably see Kesh'an has just ran into this room.
Yeah.
This is the sacrificial altar room, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And the dangers are just around this corner where you can see Kesh'an's just ran down.
Hi.
Hi. Big goopy thing round the corner. Don't slice it. It's a hydra.
No slice and dice.
No slice and dice.
Okay. Can we get round the corner?
Yeah, I don't know if it's following me.
Okay,
just
we'll
prepare.
figure it out in a minute.
If you're unsure, you can hold your action to shoot it if it does come around. That's up to you.
Yeah, she'll get her bow out and train it on the entryway behind Kesh'an.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Bloodstone looks at you, Sinali, and looks down towards the thing. Well, it's clear to me that you're still new to all of this. See, this is the importance of why we should work together. Otherwise, your own power could consume you.
You raise a good point.
She will move away, however, on this instance. And she's going to check out this book real quick. It's going to hold an action with the cultist as well. Eirina.
Okay, if like the head cultist has gone down that corridor.
Oh wait, this is one you're supposed to say. Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I just realised this is the one who's supposed to be in charge of sacrificing Llyvelin. Sorry. They're just going to move over to you, Llyvelin, that's all.
That's fine. That's the one I threw up in front of.
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, that's the one I want to keep an eye on. I thought it was the other one, but if the other one's gone down there, but this one is staying by Llyvelin,
Also, I'll say this because you're in a unique position, hanging from the ceiling. You can actually see over the dome from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
There's another chamber beyond it, and I haven't described it yet because it's just been blocked by the dome. But
I can see
give-
it when I click on Eirina's token, sort of.
That's yeah. So, I mean, so you should have had this description a little earlier, and that is that it is some sort of chamber containing only a small but tall stone slab etched with the symbol of the keepers, which is like it's like the Order of the White Sun. It's one of their factions, basically.
Okay.
And you can see the walls are also decorated with colorful frescoes depicting knights and smiths constructing the cold iron and lead dome in the main chamber, and masons are raising the slab in this very room. So that's what that depicts right at the back, behind the slab as well. Okay.
Mm.
And it doesn't look like they've tampered with it much by the looks.
Is there any light in that room, or is it just literally the frescoes and the?
Yeah. There's 4 sconces illuminating it.
How many
So you've got
sconces
pretty
are
good
lit in this front room? Is it just these 2?
4
Oh,
also.
it's 4. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Take that literally, but okay. I am going to hold those Eldritch Blasts again,
Uh-huh.
just because I need to see how this plays out before I make myself visible, because I may need to have a
Okay.
backup.
All right. Llyvelin. The cultist next to you is saying the sacrificial chamber is beyond that room, but there is another way around.
We're kind of stuck.
Yes, it appears so. I could always sacrifice you right here, if you prefer that.
Do you want the hangman released properly, or do you want it to potentially go awry? There's a chamber for a reason.
We don't even know if the sacrifices are fully working, to be honest. It's just Bloodstone's hunch. It's certainly made a crack, but
So again, are you and him in charge, or is Bloodstone in charge? Make up your mind.
you've got a real stickler for who's in charge.
Well, maybe we should go to the chamber then. But said there's another way around.
Yes. She points to the door where Eirina's.
Lead the way.
That way.
And I'll
She
just
points.
mentally, like,
After you.
let Eirina know that we're coming that way. Be prepared.
Okay.
Maybe
Be
let her-
prepared as in you want me to, like, pew pew? Or be prepared as in, like, hide you're coming?
your choice, but we're splitting them by the looks of it. 3 separate rooms. Maybe we can take them out together. Anyway, well, obviously I'll be moving with the person.
Yeah, she's already moved though. She just points and says after you.
Yeah.
So you can move and then hold your action to move, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, Sinali, you see your creation is starting to go awry.
Well, they said I should try to get it under control, so he will step back over the channel so they can see it. Consider their best option. It's all acidy, so that probably won't work, and it's not very smart really, so that probably won't work. So I guess let's try. Suddenly we'll hold up the obsidian crystal and just punch off an eldritch blast at each of them. Basically behave, essentially.
Okay. All right.
I assume a 24 hits.
24 hits, yep. Oh, 1 force damage. I guess it really is a slap on the wrist.
Yep, and then I slow it down. Don't know why this person's put me at disadvantage apparently, but it didn't roll at disadvantage. But technically they wouldn't be.
I mean, they're not.
They're
not like actively trying to throw your attacks off of you.
Yeah, I'll just re-roll the extra d10. It's technically correct. And then,
yeah, it was a crit. It's an extra 1. Yeah, they were going for the same one. Or are you splitting up?
Yeah, I put 2 on one, and then I pulled this one nearer the grasp of the dog.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, that was intentional. I mean, sure. It does sort of easily pull through that tunnel because it's amorphous.
Yeah, so I did 2 at one of them and 1 at the other. So I don't know.
Okay.
So
Are they both slowed?
If Lance of Lethargy works on both, then yes.
It should do.
Then yes.
Okay.
So they're slow 10 feet, and this one is pulled 10 feet. Actually, can I try something really odd, actually, instead of pulling this one towards me? With the sort of pulling, can I try to pull them into each other to make them one again?
Huh. That's so fucking weird. Oh, let me think about that for a second.
Because they were one thing before, so maybe the reason they're misbehaving more now is because they've been split, so I'll put them back together to show that I like them better the way they were.
I'll tell you what, roll me a charisma check.
Sure.
Because it's what you're using, right, for your powers?
Yep.
That's a pretty good roll. Sure. You know what? Yes, you can merge them back together somehow. Only because they seem to be of your creation, and your own Eldritch Blast is like a shadowy appendage that is almost leading them and squishing them together. I will just give the HP of this thing back to the other one in the form of temporary hit points. Sure. There you go. Yeah, you squish them back together again. Sure thing. It's one very strong black pudding, but yeah. Alright, Thalmus is just gonna hold his turn here. Although I really did want to begin with, because it's gonna send one way, one the other. Now I guess I have to roll a decision. So one, it goes towards their creator. Why have you done this? The other is gonna go to Kesh'an as the hostile threat that first attacked it. So one is Kesh'an. Okay, Kesh'an, it's coming for you. Where's its movement? Did you say you slowed it by 10 feet?
Yes. Have I made it unable to move because they're really slow, aren't they?
Only 10, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless it's somehow stacked by them being pulled back together.
No, that shouldn't. That's the one. You can already sense my confusion. It's got 20, so it should be down to 10. It's saying 0 for some reason. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to make a dash regardless. How bizarre. Anyway. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets to here. Andy, your held action goes off. As 2 does Dalmas's.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Dalmas wasn't meant to swing, was he?
Damn it!
Actually, that
No,
might
it's
hit
an
on
ooze.
pudding.
It's an ooze. You still hit.
How do I do the... How do I do the
Should
damage
have-
again? Or should it do it on its own?
Did a pop-up not come up for like damage?
No. Oh,
Mhm.
wait. Use Savage Attacker.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
You
there
got
we
unlimited
go.
uses of that,
It's
so.
because it was hidden behind the character sheet, so... Use Sneak Attack.
Right. There you go, yep. There is an ally within 5 feet.
Hee
And that's a total of 18 damage. Okay, cool.
hee.
Sinks right into it. Does look effective. Unlike the slashing, which is about to come from Dalmas. Sorry. He's a bit of a dumbass.
She's
Does
just
he
like,
even hit with that?
this means I can't retrieve the arrow.
Oh, yeah,
Damn it.
that's gone. That's burnt up. Dalmas, on the other hand, swipes Goldkiss towards it. It's his only weapon. He doesn't have any others. It cuts into them and splits them.
What are
Before.
you doing? Just punch.
What?
Did
Punch?
you not hear
Aaron.
what I said earlier?
Or you
Oh.
could use the weird flamey thing that his sword can do.
That's what you meant.
What did you think he meant?
I didn't know. Apologies. So this thing is gonna be back to being split again. He's just
Damn
a
it,
bit of a
Dallas.
fool.
It's getting smaller though, surely.
Well, I pulled it back
Smaller?
together,
No.
and now it's
Not
split again.
necessarily. Yeah, it's split again. They're basically on top of one another as well. Because they're amorphous, they kind of sit in the same spot. So right now, it's just a whole tunnel filled up with black pudding. And it's their go. Nice, finally. Right. Oh wait, no, that was its go. Dashing. Never mind. I do need to roll the other one up to initiative though. Don't tell me it goes afterwards. that's great. We love that. Damn it! Wait, no. I think it's just before the other one. Nuts. All right, Kesh'an, your turn.
Cool. So I am going to smack them. One of them, your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what though, I really fucking wish that I had something explosive right about now.
Explosive?
Yeah, just explosive. Just yeet it into the corner. Boom.
Cause a cave in? Possibly.
I can swap to my quick start. Yeah.
You'll get through their health pretty quick with just this though. I mean, your damage is explosive when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my unarmed strikes are force damage, so.
Yeah, that'll rip it a new one.
I'll just speed through these.
And I doubt very much you're going to be missing. Even on a 7, that's still a hit. Yeah, it's looking bloody. I was going to say bloody, but it's more bubbly than bloody. 'Cause- yeah.
Blows.
Oh boy. Yeah, one more hit like that, and you'll probably defeat one half of it.
13?
That's a hit too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's go. Nice.
Oof. Okay, let me just check something as well. Because you're like punching it in melee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. A creature that hits the pudding with a melee attack takes 1d8 damage. So... How many times did you just punch it? Twice.
Why are you telling me this
Yep.
after all of the attacks?
It's only after the 2 melee attacks. I think... Oh wait, no, it's all melee attacks. Sorry, dude. They just come out so fast because you're
well,
a monk.
how
it's
about you do it
blistering
one more
fast.
time? For the record.
Are you doing it for the second one? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, so 5 attacks. That's 5d8.
And how
1,
about
14.
how about one of these?
Oh, you're gonna try and stun it too.
I'll do it.
I think it failed. Yeah, it does. And it is not immune to stun. So yeah, that's gonna probably end this combat.
Just doing my part.
So 10, 16. It's 24 damage back to you from the acid. And it smells like puke as well as you're punching into it. Let me just check what else. Non-magical ammunition is destroyed immediately. Any non-magical weapon that hits it takes a cumulative -1 penalty. It's good if you hit it with with a +2 staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's magical. You're good there. Likewise, Gold Kiss is also magical. Believe it or not, though, is your chakram magical?
Yeah, because it returned.
Returning chakram. Okay, cool. Then, all right. This will be a really quick round. Basically, just Andy, you can now freely shoot it with advantage. It's stunned, so
Beautiful.
you should have
Okay.
an easy time killing this.
Yes. Sneak.
Yes. Let
There
the
we
sneak
go.
flow.
Sneaky, sneaky.
It
15
is
damage.
15 damage. It's looking near death already. So one more hit from Andy, it will be dead. You might not even need to go into melee again, Kesh'an. Right. The cultist begins to walk out, leading Llyvelin out of the chamber, and it's at this point, Eirina, you see Llyvelin just like they said.
My movement to keep going.
Yeah, Llyvelin and Eirina, you're here.
Yeah, I think. That's 30 feet. 30 feet would be like I'm guessing.
Okay.
And they're
Cool.
following behind me, yeah.
They are. You know they're about to encounter Andy, Eirina, as well as...
I'm gonna wait until they're like just a little bit further away from me, and then I'm going to fire off the Eldritch Blasts. But I want to, if I do hit, I want to be dragging them 10 foot into the air, drop them, let the next shot go, rise, drop them.
That's funny. That's good.
Because I am in the air, so if I drag them 10 feet towards me, they're coming up into the air.
Yeah. If need be, go higher up as well.
Yeah, like I'll use my movement while they're walking across the room. I'll go up further.
That's so good.
But I can only lift him 10 feet up. But
Eldritch Blast plus fall damage plus your blast.
Okay. You'll actually... So you can do that, but your turn's coming up right after them. So, because you held your action to Eldritch Blast, you'll get 3 now. Then, where were they again? They were like over here, right?
Yeah.
I've been moving around so
And
much.
Yeah. And then they moved over to me.
But basically, you'd need to do it as they're going through the doorway if you want to do your held action.
yeah, that's fine.
Or, okay, all right. So then you'd get another 3 afterwards, right?
Sure.
Because you're
Right.
right after them. So
Yeah.
go ahead and fire at them. You're technically 15 feet up at the moment.
Yes.
So yeah,
She could go higher if need be.
Yeah, but at the moment,
She
because it's a
could,
held
but not
action,
on
I've
her
got to
turn.
do these ones
Oh.
as is. Then I'll move. Then I'll do the other ones.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
So
There
these
you
ones
get
are
it.
just where I am right now. So I'm just going to do
Yes.
those.
But you're still pulling them into the air, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's such a cool combo,
Hits.
especially if all 3 hit and you do your fire blast as well.
Yeah, Spider Climb plus Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do the full damage all at the end,
Yep, that's fine.
as well as the fire damage.
Yeah. If the third one hits.
Come on.
Likely
oh
to.
my god.
Yep. Roll me a d20 as well. Just one.
D20.
20.
20.
So the first
the-
one's a crit because you were hidden. So roll another d10.
Oh my god.
God. Okay. Okay.
Nice. Another 6.
Wow.
Now roll 3d6. No, roll 5d6 because that's your fire damage on top of that.
27 so far. Yeah.
Very good. 17. And now it's your turn. You can
But do they not
go
have
ahead
to
and-
take the 10 feet full damage for each one as well?
Yeah. It's a d6 is full damage.
3d6
So they
as
did.
well.
Yeah, so they took 3d6 as part of that. And the 2d6 is from your fire
Oh, so that's
damage
why it's the
as Candlewood
5d6.
goes off.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Ah,
Cool. cool,
And
cool.
what about your
Yep.
fire blast thing when you managed to hit 3 times?
That's what that was. That's part
Yeah,
of the 5d6.
that's
Oh, was
2d6, and then the 3d6 was... So the 5d6 is all of that merged in.
Oh my god,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Now
Right.
fire again. It's your
My
turn. They're already injured pretty badly. And typically, right, I'll just point this out. Typically when a creature goes prone, ranged attacks have disadvantage on that creature. However, I ruled it that you're only disadvantaged because they're like a harder target to hit, right? They're less... There's less of
Well,
a target.
technically,
they're
because
prone.
I'm on the wall.
Which is why they're not a
prone
disadvantage.
to me.
Exactly. They basically are just as big a target as they would be if they were standing up. So I'm just gonna let that fly.
Jeez, and
as
another
flat.
3. Which 17.
They all 3 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll another 5d6.
Oh my god.
Murderized. Oh my god, they're barely left alive. Llyvelin's
Okay,
then straight up.
That's 81 damage.
Hang on. There might be another thing I can do. Give me a second.
What?
Is there another thing I can do?
I mean, Llyvelin will probably finish him. Unless you want to stop him getting the glory.
Oh no, he can have it. That's fine then.
Okay.
That's fine. If you got something, do it.
She is.
There's no guarantee that my thing will work.
It depends. It's if you want to use a resource that big on it.
I was just going to tell the dead.
No, I mean Eirina. But okay, so yeah, Eirina, you see them come through the doorway. Machine gun Eldritch blast from above the doorway just sends them up into the door frame. Whack, back down, smashed into the door, and then up and down, and then finally, as they hit the floor the third time, they explode with fire. And then just as they're like getting up to their feet, you hit him again with another barrage, just kind of unleashing absolute hell on them.
I think the thing is that they've been using souls to try and do this, so he's probably just as pissed.
Oh yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Oh god, that was a low
Okay.
roll.
And that was a low roll for me.
But 9
damage is exactly what you need.
Oh my
Yeah!
Yeah, that's one cultist assassinated from the shadows. It worked a treat. Yeah, that was nasty, man. Well played. Okay. And then you can move, Llyvelin, if you want.
I give Llyvelin like a thumbs up because I'm like upside down. I have to sort of tilt them the other way.
So let's go, Sister Essa. The sacrifice must continue.
Can I
You
steal
drag their body.
the sister's like robes and put them on?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm going to disguise myself as a cultist.
Oh, although I feel like the screams of this woman might have alerted someone, but
That happened to
We'll
me.
see.
Fine.
okay. Well, you want
Maybe
to
that's
climb?
just the
So you'll
screams
climb
of-
back down regardless.
Maybe
And
that's just
pick up
the screams
the-
of Llyvelin.
That elf has really girly screams.
The screams of Llyvelin being sacrificed. Ow! 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 Ow!
You're
God,
supposed to
alright,
stab me in
Sinali.
the chamber.
They're gonna go read a book. The strange thing that I summoned seems to have gone. Mr. Alpha, where am I meant to go? Am I meant to follow Bloodstone, or am I going in this room, or?
He's looking off in the direction of the doorway at the moment, but because there's this big dome in the way, he hasn't got eyes on it. You can just hear the sounds of like blasts going off, and he's like, "What the hell is happening over there?"
Maybe if you let me stand on your shoulders, I'll be able to see over the dome and tell you what I can see.
They look in your direction. Give me a persuasion check.
I just feel I'm apparently in a really silly mood this session.
Okay, sure. Mind the horns.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Yeah. Yeah.
just like because they're curved,
To stabilize
I'm
yourself.
imagining just sort of like hooking the feet under and holding on.
It's holding on, sitting on top of this cultist's head, and yeah, you definitely see Eirina just suddenly drop down, and you see them picking up the robes.
Well, I don't see anything, so I think we're good. Maybe that elf is really clumsy and tripped and hurt himself, but he's not in view anymore, so you have a very
Roll it.
comfortable head.
Roll me a deception check.
12, I think.
Okay, still a 12. All right. They know something's fishy.
Oh,
They're like,
well.
wait a minute. Can't
Yep.
see anything. They just went through the door. And it sounded like it was coming from the door.
Oh, well. I guess maybe I need to get my eyes tested. What do you think? And you know what? I'm gonna use this opportunity, I think, as I'm on top of them, if I've still got my action. I don't know if the Deception Persuasion was my action.
It's... If you're trying to keep them busy and distract them, then yes, that's mostly your action.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I honestly don't see anything, but you know what? I've got my bonus action, so let's just do this as something funny. Sinali's just gonna sort of lean down, sort of like bend over slightly to look them in the eyes from the top of their head as they activate their form of dread.
Oh god.
Stare at them. Are you doubting me?
There's... Okay, do they have to roll a wisdom save as well at the start of their turn? Is it when you do it?
I think that's only when I attack them.
Okay, alright.
Now Sinali's like, her eyes open, there's just that void into nothingness.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you roll an intimidation for free anyway.
Okay.
Okay, an 11. I'll let their wisdom save. They seem very unnerved. You're not gonna summon one of those ooze-like things on my head, are you?
I don't think so, but I don't really know how I did that, and that was when I was unsure about you guys, so you probably don't want me to be unsure about you.
They seem a little bit unnerved and on the spot, not sure what to do. But Kesh'an, you can potentially finish this black pudding. You might take some damage in the process.
So, random question. Is that only because I'm within 5 feet of it I'm taking damage?
Says melee attack.
But if a melee attack were from 10
No.
or even 20 feet?
That's... Yeah, it doesn't... It's not about 5 or 10. It just says with a melee attack.
That's all fine. Worth a note.
If you want, you can also just wait for Andy to shoot it and take it out. If she doesn't kill it, you can always use a held action to punch it, but
Yeah, I can do
I
that.
doubt it's going to live another shot.
Yeah, I'll hold my action.
Alright, Andy.
because of the shit.
Yeah, that's what Goldkiss is doing. I mean, Dalmas. Alright, Andy. One more shot, like the one previous. That'll do it.
Schlip.
Ooh,
Yeah, hits.
yes. Normal.
And Vex is actually making that at advantage as well, I think. 13? Yeah,
13.
Andy managed.
Yay!
Andy does it. Yeah, straight through the middle, leaving kind of this hole in it. Before the arrow can dissolve, the creature seems to bobble and pop and suddenly melts into the puddle on the floor.
I might
And
have
it is
salvaged
dead.
one arrow.
Yes, it's landed on the other side. Okay. Threat is eliminated for now. The other cultist that's got you on their shoulders just gonna move with you. They're going around to here. That's it. That's all they'll do. They're trying to get a better look through the doorway and maybe even calling out, Ressa! Ressa, what's all that noise? And meanwhile, the third
Got the
cultist,
Eirina.
Bloodstone, she is flicking through the pages, don't know what else she would be doing right now other than keeping busy. I'm gonna switch to you, Eirina. Are you muted, Steph?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna take off the robes, shrug them on, take the staff, and then I'll sort of, I don't know, shuffle towards the doorway a little bit and then wave. Sacrifice!
You're just gonna try and give like a thumbs up, basically, like it's all good.
Like, yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, give me a deception check or
The elf
performance, I
tripped.
guess.
What did you say, sorry?
Either deception or performance, I guess. I think they're the same for you.
They are both the same. So we're gonna go with, if this thing will let me actually click anything, we'll go with performance. Oh man.
Oh no.
I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
He really dedicated to it.
Alright.
I am.
Alright.
I really want this to work.
Best
Go
plan
ahead.
ever.
Let me click the button. That one
Mhm.
was 12.
That was better.
12. Okay. Let me check their
Like, considering I'm disguised, like I've got their outfit on. Like,
Surely it'd be
I'll roll
advantage.
out. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
So from where they
Yeah.
are, they're about like 65 feet away. They can't really get a good look at you. They kind of just, and there's also this dome in the way that they're trying to peer around, and you're just sort of poking your head around the corner, giving a thumbs up. They see their robes. They see like just a brief glimpse, but it's enough that they're like, all right.
Phew. And then I'm gonna drag the body like into the corner and stash it like
Yep.
out of sight.
Sure.
And then
There you go.
yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to just climb back up the wall.
Okay. Across the like metal rods.
Sure. Wait, the metal rods are like on this wall, right?
They're all over the wall.
But are they on this side as well?
Yeah. Oh no, not on the natural cave wall. No.
Yeah, I wanna go on here because if we're gonna go round down this corridor, then I'm gonna go on like this wall, not that wall.
Yeah. This is what it looks like. It's more like bricks.
Yeah, that's
See it?
so I'm not on the wall with the door anymore. I'm on the other one. If we're gonna go
Mhm.
down this corridor.
Sure. Okay.
Well,
All right. I'll put a brief pause in the combat so you can do what you want right now, where you want to go.
hear me out on this. We could go around. There's Llyvelin screams and death. Llyvelin can go invisible, and Sister, what's her name again? Rex's Risa? Ressa? come-
Ressa is dead, yeah.
Can come through on her own.
Mhm. Yeah. If you want to do that?
Because I can greater invisibility,
Sure.
but you'll lose your spider climb.
Oh.
That's okay. I have a nifty disguise.
But somehow we need to go back into the room to help Sinali out before the more aggressive part of Team Kiaster comes charging in.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Oh, here comes one of them.
You killed one already. Good.
We've
All right.
split them up.
Let's dispose of the others.
Well, we were gonna sneak back in. Eirina's dressed as one of them.
Sneak. I'm not particularly good at that, but I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, yeah, let us go in first, and then
All right.
when things do kick off again, be ready. Especially be
I'm
ready,
ready.
to mend the dome if you get the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Very well.
yeah, Llyvelin screams. Stab,
Screams.
stab, scream.
Okay.
And being
Let out
sacrificed.
the.
Wilhelm. Scream.
I got you.
Yeah. And then like I come round into the door, and
Uh-huh.
and then yeah, I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
and turn myself invisible for a minute as we go in and help Sinali take care of the other one.
Right,
Is that what we're doing,
Eirina,
Sinali?
you fall 15 feet and flat into the
Well,
into your
I'd
face.
obviously let Eirina come down.
No, it's funnier this way.
Are you ready to take care of them, Sinali?
This one, maybe. He wasn't very nice, but the other one, we kind of might need information from them.
Are we supposed to take care of that one without alerting the other one? Or are you wanting to capture the other one?
Maybe capture the other one if we're not going to just play along.
Do you need time to play along?
Maybe, but considering, I can try if you're willing to sit back and wait a little bit whilst I try talking to them.
This is in the group call, innit? Everybody's hearing this.
Yeah.
The group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah, I hold off on the greater invisibility then. You're still technically spider climber in.
Okay. Go ahead and move wherever you like, guys. You're out of combat at the moment.
But yeah, well, I'm just hiding behind this doorway, ready to.
Cool. I'm gonna go
do-
back above the door then.
Mhm.
Or do we want me on the ground?
You haven't got
depends.
spider climbing if Llyvelin's doing greater invis.
Yeah, it depends how swiftly we're gonna rush in. You may fall 10 feet.
That's fine. I'll be at the front because obviously I'm in disguise and this guy's convinced it's me.
That's true. And as far as they're aware, you can't come back the other way because there's a black ooze in the way.
Exactly. There we go.
We
And
have to
like
come
the
back
blood
first.
on my robes is just from the sacrifice.
From the sacrifice.
You can go that way if you want, Andy. If you want to try and come from that direction rather than be all grouped up. It's just a dead.
Yeah, we'll do
Huddle.
like sort of come from opposite directions. That way we've got less places to flee from.
I'm really gonna lay it on as well. I'm gonna prestigitate the robes to be like very bloody.
Okay.
I was gonna.
Alright.
I think Andy would have been like, "How dare you not kill her within 30 feet of me?" And then I could have disguised myself with her body.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
true.
Well, we can do that with
Could have
this
had-
one. Just be in 30 feet.
Okay.
We can do it with this one.
Yeah, it
That was
wasn't.
creepy.
We kind of didn't. Yeah. The plan went well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Alright.
like Sinali would appreciate it. Anyway, climb over the dittos.
Yeah, so it's more of a puddle now, but you can make your way tiptoeing over it.
Scott,
And Kesh'an, are you following?
Yes, I will do.
You're the flanking team with Andy. So
it is also 10 o'clock, just so everyone's aware.
it is, isn't it?
Mhm.
Damn, where did the time go? Hey,
Hangman
Alright.
Part 3.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's absolutely sped by. That's crazy.
It does. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how.
And all we- all
I
we've done
felt
is
for sure we
infiltrate.
was getting in.
Literally, all we've done is
Well-
infiltrate.
Mm.
Is Andy's
Okay.
not smaller than the others? I've just noticed.
Do you mean your token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been smaller than the others for yonks. Because
What is that?
because you're small. You're like the size category small. Everyone else is medium, so I made your token a bit more incy-wincy. Okay, and Sinali's the same as well. You're just a slight fraction bigger than Sinali, I think. Okay,
Sorry.
so I think you're right. Do we need to wrap up here? Because I'll
It's
probably go
probably a
into
good
another...
place to stop before we go into the second half of the combat.
Yep. Okay, then. Well, you've separated the cultists, dealt with some black oozes, and you're on the precipice of dealing with this little problem. But yes, we will return. Everyone good for next week, except for Cam. Wait, we're doing the
No.
chicken one shot next week.
Yeah, we're
Just
doing
remembered.
the chicken one shot.
Okay, cool. In that case, then we'll be back on the 14th of July for the finale of the cell. And yeah,
We
stay
Maybe.
tuned for next
We
week.
hope.
I hope, yeah.
No
But
promises.
yeah, we're just gonna be doing a little fun one shot next week.
Yeah.
It'll be just us guys, and Yaz will be joining
Are we gonna
for some fun chicken shenanigans.
are we
We'll
gonna
be-
stream this one? Or are we?
Yeah, let's stream it. Why not? Let's...
No pressure then.
No pressure.
There's none.
Everyone's
is
having
not.
chicken pie for dinner that night.
Yay!
Yeah. Cool.
I don't want the
Alrighty.
pie. I don't like
Hmm.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we watched when we saw Chicken Run. We had chicken pie for dinner.
Mm.
I
Okay,
will have
well,
a
bye bye
big
for
one.
now.
Bye-bye.
See you all later. Bye bye.
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 Bye.